Now we're going to talk about medical and hygiene considerations if you're bugging in. And these are very important. You want to keep everyone healthy within your domicile, whether it's an apartment, you're in your house or wherever. This even applies to, like, let's say you bug out and you're in your tent. Hygiene's super important. And it goes with the medical. All these things are hand in hand. So for medical, we talked about the smaller kits, that you're in your vehicle or on your person to, get you to your vehicle and get you home. Now you're home, now what? Well, we have the bigger kits, Of course, you want, any medical kit you want to have on hand because it's useful. So we have the smaller kit here we talked about, the emergency survival blankets, flexible splints, but now we have some bigger ones. Here's a great first aid kit that most people will keep in their vehicle. You can buy them off the shelf. A lot of them claim to have 930 things in there or whatever. They count like every Band-Aid, but it's got all the medical things that you're going to need that can help you with some minor incidents. And it's better to have something than nothing. Always remember to have enough prescription medication on hand and store it for whatever your situation is. If you got to think about if you're diabetic, what does that require? Maybe you have someone with a disability and they have to have a wheelchair or other devices help get them around. What if you're a person that has sleep apnea? That's huge. If that person can't have their machine because the power goes out, then what? They make portable machines. Do you have enough batteries for that? Always with your different devices, we'll talk about that later for backup stuff, but batteries for all your medical devices, things to check. Do you need a heart rate monitor? Do you have a thermometer? Things to check your pulse, things that require whatever your medical situation is. And then all these first aid kits with nice little lightweight medical kit. It's a professional series kit guide, nice easy carry bag. It's got all the medical supplies you need in there. And this one here says it's good for 1 to 12 people. I don't know how you can gauge the number of people. So my point is, when you're purchasing something, make sure you read what's in there. A lot of them come with a readout, all the supplies, and see, hey, is that enough? Maybe I need to buy individual things like extra medical tape, extra bandages to fit the situation. If you remember your PACE plan. This may be your primary, some of this stuff. What is your alternate plan? It may be, I may have some towels that I got to sterilize to clean and use for bandages. Your contingency plan may be one of the smaller kits, or it may be just a little Ziploc bag with Band-Aids in it and some other things, And then lastly, what is your emergency plan? Things can get pretty tough when you're in the field. I've done everything from have to stitch myself up with some liquid stitch, use dental floss. Now I'm talking severe emergency situations where I'm the only doctor I'm going to see that day. And when you're doing those things, your emergency situation may be you have to boil water, sterilize whatever you're going to start working with. When you're talking, clothing's like your main first layer of shelter, but skin is a layer of shelter that into your body. And once you cut into there or you open it up, you're opening yourself up for a world of hurt. You don't want to be in a survival situation and wind up with a staph infection. So anytime you're getting in doing medical stuff, make sure you sterilize the instruments, whether it's scissors or a safety pin, a razor blade, or something that you're using, even tweezers, nail clippers. Sterilize them in hot water, wash them down with alcohol, even some bleach, all right? The point is, make sure they're sterile and ready to go. Again, this was in food, but I can talk about it here too. Vitamins, very important. Any kind of vitamins you get, supplements, even a multivitamin, to have enough to last the time. And again, I like Nature's Balance. It's fruits and vegetables to make sure I get enough for the day, but talked about the prescription medication. I'm hitting it again because it's that important. And any kind of pain relievers that you can have on hand, things that reduce fever, Tylenol, your aspirins, anything like that, Advil, Aleve, those things that are going to help with pain, help with keeping if someone has a fever, keeping that down. Think about your cold and flu medicine. If you're someone with allergies, where if everything starts blooming outside, causes you trouble breathing, gives you a big headache. And then back to the atropine injectors, if you have allergies, anything that is an allergy thing, right? For you, whatever you need to take care of that allergy. If you wear eyeglasses or if you have hearing aids, those kinds of things you need to see and hear, make sure you have extra prescriptions. If you wear contacts, make sure you have a backup pair of regular eyeglasses and ways to clean these things.